Do you hate life? Do you want to be a protagonist? Do you want to die? Well, look no further. Recent research confirms that our test subjects are getting closer to become a main harem protagonist if you just believe in isekaiism. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids and dogs. It is possible. We can be super OP and defeat all of our foes in one shot. We can pick up girls effortlessly like how I just pick up these two pics. Look at all these chicks. Isekaiism was first introduced on the 24th of December of 2018 by our Lord Gig, United Kingdom, Arizona. It's the idea that if you die, you don't go to heaven or hell, you just get reincarnated as an isekai protagonist. People were amazed when they heard about it. It really opened their eyes to a new world. When I heard about it, I started finding the official church for this new amazing religion, yeah? And with a quick 2 seconds of googling, I was able to discover a Reddit with only about 15 people and a piece of literature from Divine Art basically explaining what isekaiism is. But I have many problems with the things that was written on the website, and as someone like me who is basically a pro in this religion for about 4 minutes now, it is my duty to correct what is incorrect on the website and inform uncultured people like you on why you should convert to isekaiism. First things first, we need to correct Mr. Joku SSJ over here. I'm sure he wrote this with great intentions of spreading the words of isekaiism, but I just can't stand it. There's too many mistakes. He's misinforming everyone that wants to be part of our religion. I mean, just look at the date. It's outdated. It's unreliable. If I learned anything in school when we need to look for a reliable source, it is to check the date. Now, 2018 is actually pretty recent, but in the world of anime, I mean, with how quickly we're able to do our research, that is too long. That is like walking into a science class and start flexing with your fidget spinner. So here I am, giving you the more updated and reliable information on isekaiism. When you start reading on this piece of literature, you go through the basic things like what the religion is and where it's located, you know, the basic, and you move down a little and it starts explaining about gods. And this is where I found my first problem. You see, he or she said that there are transmigration gods that bring you to the isekai world when you die, and usually the transmigration god is a good-looking goddess. But that's not necessarily true. Although there can be gods like Aqua that can transport you to another world, it is also true that there are other entities that can have the same effect. For example, Truck-kun. On some rare occasions, you don't even have to die. You can get transported by a book. And there is also evidence as early as 2012 showing that you can get transported using a certain headgear. Now, we're speaking about getting isekai in real life. So far, there's no actual way to prove that you can get isekai by a book or using a helmet, in real life. The most likely and realistic way for all of us to go to another world is to simply die and kind of just hope for the best that we wake up to a girl in a fantasy world and somehow be able to keep all of our memories from our past life. Don't worry though, if you don't remember anything, you can always just hit your head really hard. If dying sounds like too much for you, don't worry. There are still many ways one can get transported to another isekai. Due to the recent pandemic, you can do yourself a favor. Wear glasses when you go outside next time. This will make you forget about the butterflies in your stomach, and you won't even run away since you can't see where that truck is coming from. The second problem I have with what Joku has to say is that he said the transmigration god looks for a truly good person and see what they can do in another world. That sounds cool and reasonable and all, but we all know that can't be true. I mean, you have to be a good person. What does that even mean? What does it mean to be a good person? Do you have to help the homeless? Do you have to pull a protagonist move and talk to that quiet kid in class and help them with their problems? If you have to do that, then frick, I can't get isekai. But good news is, you don't have to be like that. With breaking research like Konosuba and ReZero, anybody can be a protagonist. Let me tell you why. The two characters, Kazuma and Subaru, set a pretty good example of a teenager that's a shut-in, yet a perverted loser with no friends, but still able to get transported to another world and live their fantasy harem life. If they can do that, then you can too. Just live however you want, and you will get isekai, as long as you believe in this religion. Please? So, what did we learn today? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Except for the fact that you should convert to isekaiism. It will make your life so much better. You don't have to live this horrible life where you feel like you've chained down by something. You will feel better. After you die, that is. But before that, just live. Cry in bed if you have to. I will leave Joku isekaiism thing in the description so you can learn more about it. And apart from that, I've been Khanh or Collin. Skin fangs are better than tooth fangs.